everyone, and welcome to the first video in November. And I've got a very exciting video today because I'm going to be doing a first impressions of the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. Now, I'm a makeup artist, so this is probably really weird. I've never had a Urban Decay palette. I've just never thought they were worth the hype, to be honest. But the colours in this are so warm toned and autumny and wintry, and I just think they're really nice. Like, I'm one of these people in winter that still like my autumnal looks. I'll do occasionally like the silvery shimmery looks, but I really like my warm colours, to be honest. So I've heard mixed reviews about this, so once I had ordered it I was a bit like, oh, I don't actually know if I should just cancel the order or not. But I couldn't bring myself to cancel it because I think it's down to people's personal opinions. But that was a very long intro, let's just get into it. So I've taken off the little tabs so that I can just go straight into opening it. But I've not opened the actual thing yet, so I'm really excited. So it's still in the little cardboard tray at the bottom, and this is the palette. So there we go, that's a better show of it. And this is it here, so it's kind of plasticky. I was expecting it to be tin, but when I heard other people saying it was plastic, I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. So yeah, it seems pretty compact, which is good. Oh yes, a nice big mirror. Try not to blind you, but yes, it's a nice big mirror, which I really like in an eyeshadow palette. Okay, a bit weirded out that there's not a, oh there is. I was going to say that there's not a film on the mirror, there is. I was going to say, why is the mirror so blurry, but yeah, okay, there is. I'm not taking it off just now though, because I feel like that's a protective layer for the eyeshadow, and I've kind of like just emptied the brush out of that when I tried to get it out. Didn't mean that whatsoever. So this is a little brush that comes with it, and it just says Naked Heat on it. We have a kind of flat brush to kind of pack on eyeshadow here, and we have a more kind of blendy side at this side. So I'm going to actually use this brush and this to get like the full feel of what's included in the palette, if you know what I mean. So now I'm going to show you the colours. So this is the array of the colours here. I'm going to swatch them all onto my arm and show you. So I'll start with the palest shade and go all the way up. Okay, so these are my swatches. So I'm just going to go through them. So Ounce is this first light shade, which is practically invisible to see. It might show up better on my eyes, but to swatch it was almost impossible. I do find that swatching on your arm is harder than onto your eyes, to be honest. The next one is Chaser, which is this colour in here. Again, it's not the most pigmented, and I found it very hard to swatch, but again it might show up better on the eyes. Next we have Sauced, which is a kind of tan colour, I would say. Come a bit closer for you to see. The next one I can't see because it's just went dark. The next one is Low Blow, so it's a really kind of browny colour. It's not dark brown, it's kind of cocoa-y kind of. I'm not good at describing colours. The next one is Lumber, which is this metallic colour. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't even know if you can see the shine in this lighting, but it's a really nice one. The next one is He Devil. I can already, like, my camera isn't picking up this lighting very well. It might actually be my lighting because I'm using natural daylight. Sorry. But yeah, I can tell this is going to be one of my favourite colours. It's coming like kind of burgundy, I would say. And the next one is Dirty Talk, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a nice copper colour. I absolutely love it. Next we have Scorched. Again, it's a gorgeous metallic colour. This one's more coppery metallic. This one's maybe more orangey metallic, I would say. Then we have Cayenne. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. This is a more darker brown. Still not mega dark, but quite dark. The next one is Unfuedo. I think that's how you say it. I would say this is kind of more plummy brown, if that makes sense at all. The next one is Ashes, which are really, really dark purple. And the last one is Ember, which is a gorgeous, really dark copper, and I absolutely love it so much. So I'm quite excited to dive in and do an actual look, but I'm going to get rid of the swatches on my arm now because I don't want to keep them on and get it everywhere on my makeup. So yes, here are my my scorches, my swatches. Woohoo! Let's get into the video. Okay, so I've just put my glasses on top of my head. I'm going to start off with my Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation, and I use the shade, what shade do I use? 010 Light Porcelain, because I'm extremely pale. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with this foundation. I don't think it has the most highest coverage in the world, but I can't really be bothered putting on super high coverage foundation today when I'm not actually doing much at all. So I'm just using my normal buffing brush just to blend it in. You can use whatever brush you prefer to put on foundation with, but I prefer a buffing brush. I really don't like flat foundation brushes. I think they're completely useless. Other people might find them better, it's just whatever you find suits you best, basically. So I'm just buffing this into my skin. Okay, so I'm now going to go on to my concealer. I'm not going to put any on any spots because at the moment I actually don't have any, and that's a really big thing for me because I usually always have spots. But my new skincare routine is absolutely doing wonders for my skin, and I will be doing an updated skincare routine for autumn and winter because at this time of year everyone's skin goes downhill, I feel, unless you're that kind of lucky person who has amazing skin all year round. I'm not one of those lucky people. My skin goes extremely dry, especially in autumn and winter, but I do still get the occasional spot on my T-zone, but I've actually not had any recently. So the only place I'm going to put my concealer is round about my eyes to get rid of those bags because I have deep circles under my eyes and they're baggy. And I'm also just going to put a little drop round my nose because I always get kind of redness round about my nose. That's about the only place I tend to get redness because I am extremely pale. One of the perks, I guess. And I'm just going to take my same foundation brush to blend this in, and I don't do circular motions to blend in concealer, I just tap it in because I feel if you do circular motions with concealer it takes it off. My dog's barking at the window. Charlie! I'm filming a video, gorgeous. There we go, he stopped. Yeah, so I'm just tapping this in. Tap, tap, tap. I just love the Lasting Perfection concealer from Collection. It's just absolutely amazing. I've used this for about 3 or 4 years now and I just haven't changed it up because if you find something that works for you, why change it? Okay, so next I'm going to go in and do my eyeshadow, and as I said earlier I will be using my Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, and it's a magnetic thing which I absolutely love. I love magnetic palettes. When I was doing my swatches I did find that it gave a little bit of fallout like in the palette. It's slightly messy, but as long as you just clean it up every time, like, you'll be fine. And I've kept the film on the mirror because I hate nothing more than getting a dirty mirror. I might actually take it off and move it down across the eyeshadows, but for now I'll just leave it. So I'm going to take the shade Chaser just as a transition shade, and I'm just going to take it on the flat end of the brush that comes with it. I'll come closer so you can see. Okay, so this was the shade that I found difficult to swatch, and it's not shown up very well on camera, but it's shown up a lot better on my eye. It makes a really good transition shade for pale people, I would say. I'm extremely pale, so this transition shade seems to work very well for me. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the shade Sauce now, just to darken my outer corners and up into my crease, because although that was a good like kind of base shade, I would say maybe slightly darker colours needed for the crease just to get a build up of colour before I choose whatever colours I'm going to need. I've just switched over to the blending side just to blend it out a bit. So far I'm finding that they blend really easily, to be honest. I've seen a lot of people saying that they didn't like how it blended out. I'm actually finding it extremely easy to blend, and I'm actually finding the brush that comes with it is half decent. I wouldn't say it's as good as the one from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, but I would still say it's a pretty decent brush considering. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with those as kind of base transition shades. Now I need to choose what colours I want to go for. I think I'm going to go for the shade Dirty Talk, which is a nice metallic kind of orangey copper, I would say. And again, I'm just going to put this in the flat end of this brush and put it all over my eyelids. I'm going to come a bit closer so you can see. Scary close up. I'm just going to put it across the middle of my eye and out to the edge because I like to leave a gap in the inner corner so that I can mega highlight it. Because I love it inner corner highlight. Who doesn't? Okay, so I'm finding the pigmentation is again really good. I've not tried blending this colour out yet, but I'll let you know how that goes. Okay, so we're switching over to the blending side. I just want to blend it up into the crease just a little bit because I will be putting another colour, like a darker colour through my crease, don't worry. Yeah, I find that colour is blended in really well as well. Yeah, metallics can sometimes be slightly harder to blend, but I'm finding this is actually alright. Switching back to my flat end, and I'm just going to take whatever remaining product is on the flat end just under my bottom lash line. Okay, so I'm super happy with the pigmentation in this, and I just think it's a kind of more orangey kind of metallic colour. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Scorched, which is this kind of more darker coppery shade, I would say. I'm not really good at descriptions at all. Again, I'm just going to pack it on the flat end of this brush, and when I do blend it I'm going to switch to a clean blended brush because I can't work with one brush the whole time. Okay, so I'm noticing that this colour is very nice, but I don't think it's dark enough to be my outer corner, so I'll just build it up with a darker colour. This video is all about experimenting with this palette and seeing how everything works together. And I have eyeshadow in my eye. Yeah, I am finding that the fallback for this palette is a little bit bad. I've already had to sweep under my eyes with a fan brush. Remember those big fluffy brushes that when you were younger you were like, what the hell are they for? Yeah, they come really handy with eyeshadow palettes like this. My eyes are really watering badly, so I might have to take a little break just because I have eyeshadow in my eyes. Okay, so I've just put some, I've got rid of all the fallback with my fan brush, and I've put some concealer on just because my eyes were a mess underneath after that. So yeah, the fallback is pretty bad in this palette, but as long as you don't have a problem with getting rid of it, you're fine. It's worth it for the colours and how well they blend. So I'm going to go in with the shade Ember, which is a kind of dark coppery colour, just this very end colour here. And I'm going to use my flat brush from the Body Shop, which I find is an actually very good brush. So I'm just applying this at my outer V. Yeah, that's a lot better colour for your outer corners. Outer V even. And I'm just blending this up into the crease as well. And because this brush is so flat, it actually works very well as a crease brush as well. So now you can see that we're starting to get a nice smoky look going on. I don't know if my lighting is the best for picking this up, but it's starting to look so smoky and coppery and metallic and beautiful. A lot of people wouldn't use a shimmery shade like this in their crease, but because it's such a dark colour, you can't really see the metallicness all that much in the crease. You can definitely see it, but it's not like once you got a sparkly colour in your crease, you can't really see it that much at all. Don't worry. I always think that eyeshadow looks strange before you've done mascara and your brows. I think like once you've done your mascara and your brows, it all starts to come together, but before that you're thinking, what's she doing? Yeah, so I'm just going ahead and blending this all up into my crease and smoking it out at my outer V. This looks extremely messy right now, but don't worry, I will be blending it. So as you can hopefully see, this is a really smoky, kind of coppery metallic look now. And for my inner corner, there isn't really an inner corner colour. I suppose you could use any of them that you want, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use a different inner corner colour from another one of my palettes. Okay, so change of plan, I'm not using another inner corner colour from a palette, I'm using my Luna Lovegood Harry Potter shade, and this is from Shiro Cosmetics. It's just a gorgeous silver colour. I absolutely love this as an inner corner highlight. It's so pigmented and I absolutely love it. So I'm just taking a little bit on my finger, placing it right in my inner corner, and look at that shine already. That's literally one little dab, and I'm just going to put a little bit more on because I love mega inner corner highlight. Just look at that inner corner highlight, it's so highlighty, oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to go to mascara. I'm using Maybelline the Falsies mascara, which I absolutely love, but I've just remembered I haven't curled my eyelashes yet, so I'm going to do that. I just put my eyelashes and the curlers and hold it for a good 30 seconds. Okay, so now I'm getting in with my Maybelline the Falsies mascara. And I always coat my top lashes first, just by looking down, because you get fallback from eyeshadow that you don't realise on your eyelashes all the time. I say this every single time I film me doing mascara, but it's important because you'll end up seeing powder and it means you're not getting that really bold eyelash. And I'm a skilled human who can do mascara without opening my mouth. But you're all so jealous. I'm also coating my bottom lashes, but not too much because I don't like it when your bottom lashes go all spidery, but I do still like mascara on the bottom lashes. Okay, so this is a super close up of my eyes so far. My eyes are done, like eyeshadow wise and stuff, but I'm now going on to my eyebrows. And I just use my Beauty UK quad that I use in every single video, and I'm using my Hermione Granger wand brush. It's just a little angled brush. You can use whatever angled brush you like. You can use whatever brush at all you like, but angled brushes are definitely recommended for eyebrows. I just use the ashy brown shade and the more cocoa brown shade to fill in my brows, because I don't have particularly dark brows and I don't have light brows either. So I like to mix both together. Okay, so at the start you were probably panicking when I didn't powder, but I deliberately didn't powder until I had finished my eyes because I knew they'd be a lot of fall back. There's no point in powdering, concealing and powdering, then taking it all back off again. So now I'm going in with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and I'm just pressing it into my face. I think that this works better than sweeping it over, because when you sweep it over it doesn't get pushed right into the skin, whereas this does, and it makes your foundation last a lot longer. It's the same if you use a puff when you're pressing it in, this gives the same effect. A puff works a lot better, but I personally prefer a big brush. Powder's just to set your foundation and everything in place, but also helps to stop that shine. This look would work really well for like a Christmas party or even an autumn party, like if you're going to a Halloween party and don't want to be scary, then this would work for any kind of look. But we're past Halloween now, we're now in November, so this would work for a bonfire night party or Christmas party. I don't celebrate bonfires night because I have a dog and he gets so scared and it makes me feel really bad, so I would never celebrate bonfires night. And also when I was younger, just a little story, my dad's dead now, but my dad was setting up like fireworks in the garden and it was a windy night and one blew over, it was a rocket, and it chased me and my family like across our back garden, and it was just kind of giving me the fear a bit as well. I suppose organised displays are a bit better, but I still don't really agree with fireworks, to be honest. Let me know in the comments where you stand on fireworks. Do you agree with them or not? Don't let it turn into a debate, just say what your opinion is. So next I'm going in with my Tanya Burr Peachy Cheek Glow palette. Now Peachy Glow might make you think it's for summer, but I use this pretty much all year round. So I'm using the shade Beach Bronze as a contour colour because I have extremely pale skin, as I've said loads of times. So this works really well for me as a contour colour. And just suck it in my cheeks like a fish and put it in the hollows of my cheeks. And then I'll be blending it right up into my temples. Don't worry, I won't just leave it like that. Just blendy, blend, blend, and I'm using the Real Techniques contour brush to do this. I'm just aware that I've been telling you some of the brushes I've been using, not telling you others. I keep forgetting to do that. I'll link everything that I've used that I can in the description box below. And if I forget to do that, you can comment saying, what did you use? Put it in the description box, like you said. I'm using my L'Oreal lip paint, and it's a matte type, and it's in the shade 209 Nude on Fleek. I absolutely hate the word on fleek. That's 2 words, but yeah, I hate the word fleek. But yeah, love this colour so much. And I'm not going to put on any blusher because I don't tend to wear blusher in autumn and winter. Some people might find that really weird. But I'm just going to take the highlight shade from Tanya Burr's palette, and I'm just using my Spectrum brush. Some people might find this brush too big for highlight, but I love it. And it just gives a really subtle highlight, like so. I don't even know if the lighting's picking it up. I absolutely love this Spectrum brush. I love Spectrum brushes as a whole. They're so soft, like it literally just feels as if you're cuddling into like a teddy bear. So soft. And that wraps up this look. I'm just going to put that bit on my nose. Okay, now I'm done. And as I said, I'll link everything in the description box that I use. Just going to put on my glasses so I can actually see all reflective beams from the windows as usual. Yes! And I'll see you next week for another video. Bye!